Brian, thanks for joining me. To start, I understand you're currently in India for the launch of RLG's new Australian Pavilion online platform in partnership with India's #1 retailer, Reliance Retail's e-commerce platform operator, JioMart. Firstly, given this partnership essentially represents your entry into the Indian market, how much demand is there for Aussie products in India?
Yeah, sure. Great to speak with you. I mean, there's significant and growing demand for Australian products here in India, and that's driven by a couple of factors. India's growing middle class, increasing disposable income. It's driving demand for products that are known for their quality, safety and health benefits, and that's Australian products are renowned for that. And we're also seeing many Indians that have become more familiar with Australian products through their time in education, travel, migration. So that exposure really drives increased demand for Australian products. And then just the recently announced or implemented trade agreement that reduces the tariffs on many Australian exports to India. That means that Australian products are more competitively priced than their competitor products. So there's great demand for food, beverage, health and wellness, and that's exactly where we play. So it's a perfect positioning and perfect timing.
Thanks, Brian. Now, your announcement outlines the compelling numbers around the potential captive market in India, with almost 1.5 billion consumers, as well as JioMart's own reach. Can you delve into JioMart's distribution footprint here and the logistics of getting your products into the hands of Indian consumers?
Yeah, so JioMart, part of Reliance Retail Group, the largest and #1 in India. They have the advantage of being able to leverage all the physical infrastructure and logistics and supply chain, and that provides an extensive network to reach customers across the whole of India. The products can be delivered from their warehouses, their Reliance Retail stores, or shoppers can even click and collect. So it's an extensive network that we're now able to leverage. And the numbers really speak for themselves. 304 million registered customers, 1.2 billion transactions last year, 19,000 physical stores. And so it's an extensive footprint, that's for sure. So they're a perfect partner for us. We couldn't have picked anyone better. So it's great to be entering the market with the #1 player.
Now, the partnership launch is set against the backdrop of the Australia-India Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement, which is set to make 85% of Aussie products duty-free in India. Given that political context, how compelling is the Indian opportunity for RLG specifically and Australian brands more broadly?
Oh, compelling. I mean, the population of 1.4 billion, rapidly expanding middle class, increasing disposable incomes. It's a massive growth opportunity for Australian brands. And the trade agreement, substantially lowers those trade barriers for Australian goods, means that Australian goods are more price competitive in the market than, and it's a traditionally price sensitive market. So it's a huge opportunity. It opens doors for Australian brands across sectors, food and beverage, healthcare, cosmetics. That's perfect. It's perfect placement for us. And, being a digital savvy economy, internet and the e-commerce is booming here. So bring the two together, it's a perfect match.
And just finally, Brian, on your company's global expansion plans, you're obviously well entrenched in China and you've just announced your launch into India. How do you plan to leverage your growing presence in the two largest consumer markets in the world into future partnerships and contract wins?
Yeah, well, there are very few companies in the world that don't want access to the two largest markets in the world, but they feel more comfortable doing so with a trusted and credible company, and that's where our RLG fits in. We've got extensive experience in supporting companies to enter these new markets, and our track record provides a level of comfort of a brand entering a new market such as India or China. And with both countries having large and growing middle classes with increasing demand and awareness, our product and brand knowledge, our digital marketing, our e-commerce systems, they're readily transferable. And with the strong partnerships on the ground, such as groups with JioMart and Reliance Retail, then we've got great partnerships with established customer bases and existing reach to those customers. So we think it's perfect positioning for ourselves and for our clients.
Thanks, Brian. Congratulations on the partnership. All the best.
Thanks, Alex.